Hi, I'm Peter Haddock and I'm inside a B45E ADT and I'm joined by Brad Castle. Brad, feels good to be inside this at Conexpo big machine. But Brad, there's a reason I'm here. I spotted 3 lights in front either side of this machine. And when I got inside, folks, there's a box here. That's because we've got a little secret to reveal here at Conexpo, isn't it, Brad?
There is.
We're going autonomous with Bell. This is big news. Tell me all about it.
So I think the important parts to remember is we started with the building blocks for this many years ago without actually realizing that's where we're going. So, you know, a lot of our features were automated from many years ago. For example, starting the truck, you don't need a key. That was automated with a button. Stopping the truck, push a button. You know, tipping, dumping the bed, push a button. So those building blocks were actually needed to be able to integrate with autonomous relatively easily. So we started that. And now here we are.
So what's really important about this journey is we're saying we can control the truck literally by the flick of this switch. I'm a driver, I can control the truck like this. Now, I'm going to switch it again, but boom, we are now in full autonomous mode and I'm still here, obviously, but I'm letting the truck do the work. First of all, why do I like this? First, fatigue. You know, when we're doing long haul roads now, the first and the test site, and this is a secret, folks, is already there. It's going to be a quarry, the first test site where they're putting this together, and I'm hoping Brad and his team are going to let me go and see it.
So I think it's important to also understand that this is not going to replace people.
No, I'm sat here.
Yeah, there's sites where it can work well, and there's sites where it can't work. So we are very, you know, we're very sensitive to the fact that that there are limitations, but there are places that will do very well. And as you mentioned, fatigue, also with safety on some sites. Some sites are very dangerous conditions, and some mines have already contacted us actually requesting autonomous so they don't have any people near the danger zone, so to speak. So there's a safety aspect, there's the fatigue aspect, but also there's the efficiency aspect, because you're literally driving by either radar, camera, or wire, so the truck is driving pretty efficiently. There's no harsh braking, you know, your fuel efficiency will be optimized, so you're running an efficient cycle, which we're hoping one day we can actually quantify of the savings that you'll have by that. So
I think it's really important this because, you know, when we have a truck fleet working autonomously, is that we have the spacing, for example, between truck to truck. So we know the loading cycle. We know that we don't want trucks waiting, idling. The idling is quite funny the way people talk about it. From my sense, there's idling which is a good idling when you're loading, and there's idling which is bad idling when you're sitting in a massive traffic jam. With autonomy and with that support and a fleet of trucks like this talking to each other, they're gonna distance themselves, and as they're driving, they might need to slow down. You know, so we might need to slow down because we don't want to catch up to the one in front. But the one in front could be round a corner and down in the mine or the quarry, and we can't see that if we're an independent a driver. So the thing about autonomy as well is the way in which you work a system. So for me, it's about enabling autonomy, because say I'm a customer already. I'm doing off-highway trucks in a mine. I want to add this to the fleet. Basically, I might have an autonomous system already used. Can we then put that in? Are we allowed to do that, or does it have to be the Bell version?
So we don't affiliate ourselves with a single autonomous provider, like, because you say people have their preferences already. Maybe they have collision avoidance on site, which is companies who would do autonomous as well. So what we do is we're the enabler, like you said. We provide the gateway. So we do trucks, and we do trucks well. The autonomous providers, they do autonomy, they do it well. So we just provide the gateway for them to talk to our truck. So the truck will do what the truck has to do according to what the system's telling it. So we each sticking to what we're good at.
And all that data and everything, the controls and the cambers, you know, the wires are here, folks, literally from this piece going down into the whole control system. It sits there, out of the way, flick on and off. We've also got the red button. I love a red button to press. I'm going to press it. Not that it's going to do anything, it's static here. And that will stop the truck as well. So, you know, all of the things are coming into play here. And I think what I like about this journey is that you are saying to customers, we're enabling it. You don't need to use it, but guess what? If this truck goes onto one job site, which might be a standard haul, or if I'm a plant hirer and then I'm saying in the quarry, we need another unit and we need it to come into the quarry because, you know, we've got the other ones being maintained or repaired, or we've got a big haul route on a big project, say like HS2 in the future, then because it's enabled, it's plug and play, isn't it?
Yep, correct.
And that's really important.
Well, so you've got your versatility. You know, you've got, especially for rental fleets, you want to maybe future-proof your rental fleet to be able to go to an autonomous job site or be able to go to a municipal job site down the road the following month. So it's still keeping the versatility of the truck. And you look at the truck on site, you're not going to see a truck without a cabin or without a seat. You'll see the truck that looks like a normal truck, but it will drive itself, or you can drive it.
And he's got the lights at the front to prove it. So look, this is a really exciting moment. Brad, we've known each other on LinkedIn for some time. Brad reached out to me and said, Peter, please come and talk about this. And I wouldn't miss it, because autonomy is the way forward, folks. And I want to try and follow this journey with you guys as well, because I think when we see it on site, we can understand what customer needs are, we can understand what the operations feel like, and I can actually get into it and have that journey as well. Obviously, I'm not going to drive it, I'm going to be sitting in this seat, but I can actually see how it works and flick the switch so we can go into autonomy mode.
The building blocks as well started many years ago, but in terms of physical testing with autonomous on-site, successful testing, that started about 4 years ago. So we are well down the path and we're ready to give our customers the solution.
So there it is, 4 years in the making. Bell are at Conexpo, and the big news for me, it's not about the beautiful gleamy trucks on the stand here, it's about autonomy, the journey that they've been taking and all of the things that they've had to solve along the way. I'm sure there's a lot more we can do to talk about this in the future, folks. But until the next time, I'm going to do some driving, autonomous driving. I'll get my hands off the steering wheel. Cheers.